Okay, guys, good morning, everybody. Que acaban de llegar. Today we're going to see, well, how to describe cities and give travel suggestions. I think you already know this, but we're going to see the vocabulary, well, some vocabulary and some examples. Also, we're going to watch a short video. It was cool. Well, I watch it and I think it's cool. And it's like, it explains, okay, how to describe a place, how to give travel suggestions. And we're going to see the using of conjunctions like and, but, though, and however, okay, in a speech. Remember that, well, remember that conjunctions, we're going to use it to connect two ideas, okay, or two sentences. Like, I like chocolate and spicy food, for example. Though both are different, but the idea is that I like them both, okay? So, déjenme ponerlo en grandote. Okay? Describe cities. Which place would you like to visit? Okay, the first thing we think, maybe it's a big city, I don't know. Or maybe it's like a small town. I told you the last class, I don't know if you remember because you're young and you remember everything, I think. I forget most of the things, but I remember that I told you about Mazamitla, I think it is. That well, it's, I don't know if you use Facebook, but in Facebook, I see like frequently pictures of Mazamitla, and I want to visit there, okay, in a phrase, okay. And I want to visit Mazamitla. It's like a Pinterest town, okay. Bueno, nosotros les llamamos, we call them Pueblo Mágico. But Pinterest is that, okay? It's like a town that is like like Alamos. I don't know if you've been there. It's closer than Mazamitla. And what else? What else do we have here? I think maybe Magdalena. It could fit in. I mean, Pintoresque, okay, como que muy bonito, muy pintura, como in Spanish it will be like the a similar word, okay, pintoresco, creo que sería, pintoresco creo que es, okay, well, picturesque town, okay, like really, really pretty, it caught your attention, okay, it caught, sorry, your attention, it catches your attention. Remote. What is remote? We know it's the same. I mean, it's pretty similar in Spanish, like very, very far away. I try to put that an example here, like I think it's Greenlandia, seems like really, really remote. Okay, I think this is in the North Pole. Okay, we have quaint is similar to picturesque. Okay, it's kind of similar. It's like really beautiful, or like it can be traditional too, but you know that is like something we don't see here in the city. Common, I mean, or in a big city. Even when you have like beautiful cities, but quaint is like beautiful towns, okay? Beautiful or like with beautiful landscapes. We have secluded is kind of similar or remote, okay? When we say I want to live here, I mean in the middle of nowhere, secluded, okay? Okay, secluded is as the same, well, similar to remote. We have unspoiled. What is unspoiled? I try to put a beach here. I mean, it's the best example that I found. Una playa virgen. I mean, we heard about it, that if we go to Tulum, Cancun, or another touristic destination like that, okay, we can find an unspoiled place. What does that mean? That human is not or have not yet have not like built or put a hand on it, okay? No todavía el humano no ha como invadido ahí o no ha modificado, ¿no? El terreno. It's like como una playa virgen. I think we heard about it, but in English it's unspoiled, okay? Sleepy. Yes, sleep is like really quiet as the word, okay? No que sea una ciudad dormilona, but like sleep is like that the city sleeps at night. I think Nogales, no, well, it could be possible, but no, my neighbors make a lot of noise every weekend, so not that sleepy. But it's like it's really quiet, really calm, okay? It's a sleepy city. Okay, we will see other adjectives to describe places. We have city, potentially dangerous. City, dodgy, and shabby. Okay, it's like similar. Okay, you can say a place is city, place is dodgy or shabby, and it's like potentially dangerous. A place where you can find like drugs, prostitution, and those kind of dangerous things that maybe you can get in trouble, okay? And El Tiradero, for example, okay, it's a city place. Or maybe you can describe yes, the place, okay? It's like my neighborhood is pretty city, okay? Potentially dangerous. Well, it's not, but it's an example. Boring, yes, a boring place. Maybe you can say, I know, teacher, I'm from Imuris, and it's really boring because we don't have like, no tengo nada en contra de los de Imuris. That's an example. That's a small town, okay? So you can say maybe you are young and you like to go to party, you like to go to the movies, you like to go out, okay? You can say it's in a small town like Imuris, like, I don't know, even ¿qué otro pueblito conozco por aquí cerca? Even Santana, I think it's like a small town. So you can say maybe, yes, it's really boring here, okay? We have no life. Dull, it's the same. There's like, it's really quiet, it's really calm. So it's like there's no life, okay? Like there's nothing else to do. But I mean, there's nothing else to do but go to downtown or hang out with my friends and drink beer, right? Most of the towns, they do that. Well, most of the people who live in the small towns do that. Polluted. We know what is polluted, like Mexico City. We know, right? I think if we know somebody from Mexico City, is like, is it really polluted as they say in the news? I mean, yes, it is, but right, but you don't die. So that's polluted. I think we watch documentals too about most of the big cities are polluted, or the most polluted places in the world. I don't know if you watch that video. Pues sería buena idea. Fíjate. It's a good idea to watch. Noisy. I think here we live in a noisy city, polluted and noisy. I think because we live in Nogales is a city, so we can describe the cities as polluted and noisy too. Noisy, con mucho ruido. Okay, if we don't have the gas, I mean, El gas que pasa con el ruido, el de los tamales. Bueno, no sé en su colonia, pero no sé allá en su colonia, pero aquí, o en su barrio, pero aquí en mi barrio sí pasan haciendo ruido. Okay, so and this is like a negative. These are like negative adjectives, like to describe a place. Okay, but we have the positive. We have bustling. Bustling is like funny or not like fun exactly, but where you have a city where you have many things to do. Most of the young people that I know, they say Hermosillo is bustling. Like you have more places to go. It's like you have more things to do. Okay, because it's bigger than Nogales. But I don't like Hermosillo anyway. Okay, but anyway, they say like for you, young people, okay, that you like to you are more like having fun. I don't know if you are like me. Maybe some of you are like me, like you prefer to stay at home and watch Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever, Amazon Prime, que tengan, Cuevana, okay? And you prefer to stay at home at weekends. So, well, I prefer to stay at home at weekends, but I go out sometimes. But bustling, okay, where you have this place that is like interesting, okay? Crowded, a lot of people there. Have you been in Guanajuato? Have you visited Guanajuato, guys? No? ¿O han andado ya por el sur? No?
Sí, teacher.
¿A dónde fuiste? Where have you been?
Am, pues a Guanajuato no, pero por ejemplo Puebla.
Mm. But that's an example, that bustling. For example, in Puebla, you can find museums, antros, clubs, okay? A lot of things to entertain yourself, okay? También un montón de cines, o sea, there's a lot of movie theaters, also teatros. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can find there. Crowded too. Bueno, si vas al centro como al la hora pico, it's really crowded. Okay, crowded. Well, Puebla is, I think it was really calm. I used to live, I lived in Puebla for a year. But, and I said, ay, la teacher está en todas partes. But I wasn't in an interchange, so don't judge me. Me fui a intercambio, entonces por eso es que más o menos conozco. Because it's a huge city. I mean, I think it's the fourth biggest city of Mexico. So crowded is like, ya saben, pues así como que mucha gente. Like, I told you the example, sorry. I asked you about Guanajuato because there's something called El Cervantino, Festival Cervantino, that you go with the band, ¿cómo se llaman? What is the name? Ya se me olvidan cosas muy simples. Well, with the musicians, usan un uniforme. They wear a uniform and they go playing, okay, and singing, and you go, well, everybody go behind them por las callejones de Guanajuato. Okay, so it's like really crowded porque pues toda la gente, well, de hecho se canceló, bueno, ahora con la pandemia, because the people who go there is like a lot. So, well, I was there once. Estaba muy padre. Una vez fui, yes, it was really crowded. Así, lleno de gente. Lively, okay. Also, we can describe a city as lively. What does that mean? That is like there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of mm, yes, like there's a lot of people too. Not crowded maybe, but you can say the city is lively, like Las Vegas. I mean, the city that never sleeps. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee to try to wake up. Okay, so there is lively is like that city, okay, that there is live every day, 24/7. And touristy, also we can say Las Vegas, Guanajuato, Puebla, touristy. Okay, that there's a lot of things, interesting things for tourists, and you can find a lot of tourists too. Also, we have international destinations like Las Vegas, Nueva York, I don't know, New York. What else? Um, Maybe here in Europe, I think we all dream in our, and maybe we can say, ah, no me interesa, it's not interesting, but I think we all dream to go to some place in Europe, okay, or in another country, maybe Asia. I'm not sorry, in another continent, in Asia, to another another country like Japan, China, maybe Korea, North, South Korea. North Korea, I don't think it's a good idea, okay? But it's not a touristic place, I think. According to the information that I've watched and received about North Korea. But okay, well, we have like many places, or we have in mind many places that we would like to go, no? Like here in Mexico and international. I think it's normal. Machu Picchu. I mean, here in the continent, it's one of my biggest dreams. I go to Machu Picchu, tomarme foto con las llamas. But it's a tourist place, okay? When you have, for example, you there's things that caught your attention, okay? Or there are a lot of places inside a city that you can visit, or inside a country, okay, that you can visit. Cosmopolitan, that you can find people from every part of the world. You won't believe me, but I used to live in Oaxaca. I know. I think I told you that I learned English there. And I said, "Ay, qué mentirosa la teacher." But yes, I was studying high school there. So, well, I studied the high school there. And even when you say, "Ay, Oaxaca ni al caso, está bien al sur." Oaxaca is a cosmopolitan city because you can find people from every part of the world. It was like amazing for me because I used to live in a small town. Uh, and then I moved to Oaxaca, where it's like a tourist place. So you can find a lot of people. I mean, you can find people from other places of the world. I mean, French, from France, from China, from Japan, from every part of the world that you can imagine. I mean, así de que noruegos, suecos, from every part of the world. So you can say it's a cosmopolitan city, okay? Intercultural also. It's like when you can find people from another culture, okay? It's also, you can say maybe Nogales, there's a lot of Chinese people. But okay, but you have a like the interchange of cultures, like but it will be more like New York City, that they even have a Chinese neighborhood. Also, I think they have a Mexican neighborhood, or like Latin neighborhood, un barrio latino, sí. Okay, intercultural. They share the culture with the people who lives there. Okay, so you can find many people with another culture. It could be similar to cosmopolitan. Yes. But even when you travel from one state, guys, that happens. Believe me. If you even when you travel from one state to another, maybe you travel from Sonora to Veracruz, Puebla, from another state. It's like a different culture. Even when we are Mexicans, all of us, the culture is like really different. The food, many things. I mean, even the public transportation is like se reían de mí allá porque bueno, de mí y mi compañero cuando nos fuimos de intercambio a Puebla porque corríamos atrás de los camiones acá, así bien paniqueados, ay, se me va a ver el camión. Y allá sí mi amiga de que 5 minutos pasa otro, but it's a big city, okay? It's what I public transportation, they don't have like the same problem as we do here. And and they laugh about us because we were like, oh my god, that's the bus, and it's like, no, don't worry, in 5 minutes it will be another bus here. Yes. I mean, it's another culture. Maybe they have another, because it's, I mean, even when it's the same country, okay, it happens. And the food, I mean, the food is different. In Oaxaca, I used to suffer a lot because they eat, well, it's really common to eat black beans. And I was getting used to these beans. I mean, the regular beans that we eat here, no? Los frijoles bayos. And we eat, and sorry, and I then I got used to it, and I ate the black beans. Ya era como muy común. Ah, sí, con frijol negro no hay problema. Es un sabor similar, it's a similar flavor, but yes, the taste is like kind of different. Okay, but yeah, but they're good. Try it. If you go to Oaxaca, try everything. It's really, really good. Las tlayudas, las memelas, todo eso, es decir, cosas que así como ustedes ahorita lo están escuchando por primera vez. Me too, guys. I did it. Okay, we have travel suggestions. How do we make? Okay, we want to try to give suggestions. We're going to travel to another part of the world, of the country, even here in Sonora. Ah, teacher, pues mañana me voy a Obregón. Okay, so if we are going even to, I don't know, maybe Tucson. Ah, pero todavía no podemos cruzar, chicos. Pero pues, cuando podamos. Bueno, al menos yo no, porque tengo visa de turista, ¿no? Pero no sé ustedes. Okay, do you have travel suggestions? Always pack a towel, okay? Or pack a towel. Body smell, I mean, these are a few examples that we can find. You can do your own suggestion, and that's fine. Maybe from some experience or somebody told you. Buy a small backpack or suitcase. Okay, no, to not to carry with excess. Well, another luggage. Learn basic phrases in the native language of your destination. That's really important, I think, because maybe you want to go to the bathroom, you want to eat something, and it's really like really basic. Pack light, okay? Lunchtime is the best time to visit historical sites. Oh, guys, if you go to cities like Mexico City or like a crowded city, yes, it's the best time to visit. I mean, to move in the subway, or try to take a cab, or take the subway, or take the bus, okay, like, or el metrobus. That's lunchtime is the best time. Take an extra bank card and credit card with you. Yes, take always extra, because you don't know. If you have a credit card, use it. I mean, have it with you. Don't be afraid to use a map. I mean, I think we already have the GPS, so it will be easy. I mean, it's easier now. But if you go maybe to a remote place where you don't have like Wi-Fi or datos, o no, no, ya no agarra la señal de Telcel, como decimos, as we say. I think the only alternative that you have is to use a map and learn how to use it. Also, the brújula, I forgot the name. Aquí lo tengo. They have a compass, okay? The compass, la brújula, saben, así como los vemos en las películas. As we watch it in movies, is the same. I mean, in the old movies, sobre todo. We watch it in the old movies. We use a map. They use a map and a compass, and that was before. Carry a basic first aid kit. I think that's really important. Even, I mean, bandages at least. Always visit the local tourism office. If you're in another country, or I don't know, maybe in another continent, I think visit the local tourism office is a good option. Try new. Okay, when you go out, take only what you need. Okay, not extra cash, not extra things, because remember that we can also be in a dangerous place, in a dodgy in a city, or dodgy or shabby place, and we don't know. So take only what you need. And stay in hostels. Those hostels, I don't know if you know what a hostel is. No, ustedes son nice y llegan en hotel todo el tiempo. That's good, guys. You're really, están muy privilegiados. You're really privileged. No, I'm kidding. But hostels is like for young people. I recommend it for you that you are really young. I mean, you're younger than me. And hostels are like cheaper than hotels. And then it's like a share room. Maybe you can share with your friends, I think. But when you don't, I mean, when you go alone, you share it with strange people. It can sound like, well, yes, it sounds like a bad idea, but it's a good idea. Well, I traveled once with my friends and we stay in a hostel, but we shared the room. I mean, we were friends. So we had no problem, but it was really funny. I mean, yes, you met people there and it's cheaper, way, way cheaper than in a hotel. And try new food. That's the best advice that I can give you de estos de que agarré aquí. Try new food. Wherever you go, try new food. Bueno, nada más ya saben, no comer caldo de murciélago. Please don't. Ay, no, no queremos otra pandemia. Well, at least I don't want it anymore. Okay, but try new food. Things like that you can, you can eat and you won't vomit, okay? It's okay. Try new food like, I don't know, vegetables. I think in Japan, I don't know, a friend was there in Japan and she shared the food she was eating and it looks really good. Uh, ok. Ay, chicos, según yo no se iba a alcanzar el tiempo para ver el video y hacer esto. Bueno, se lo voy a dejar de tarea esto. It's okay. Okay, we have conjunctions and, but, though, and however. These conjunctions, okay, bueno, the travel suggestions, nos vamos a conjunctions. We use and to connect, well, a conjunction is the word, well, joins words, phrases, or clauses, okay? And a conjunction joins words, phrases, or clauses. We have and. We know the meaning of and. We're going to connect similar ideas, okay? He is a plumber and she is a teacher, okay? And we are saying, I mean, we have the same idea. We are saying the profession of those people, okay? Like you can say, teacher, I am a student and I work. Also, I'm a worker, okay? También I study, for example, no? I study and I work. I study during the morning and I work during the afternoon. It can be possible, okay? Because you connecting a similar idea, the activities that you do. Or you can say, teacher, yes, I study, but I don't work, okay? But it's going to contrast, okay? It's for contrast. It's like, it's a different idea. I studied a lot, but I failed the exam. Sí pasa, oigan, sí pasa, it's real. Así, ¿no? Triste, ¿no? Qué sad. That's sad, yes, but it's like, it's going to express the contrast, but. So, it's also used for contrast. We have although, even though, okay? It's the same. Though she was really tired, she decided to go out. Como la aunque, okay? Though she was really tired, aunque estaba muy cansada, she decided to go out. Decidió salir. It's like it's a contrast, okay? She was very tired. I mean, it's normal. It's really normal to think. I mean, she has to sleep. Okay, she is tired. She has to sleep. But no, though she decided to go out. Okay, though sorry, she was really tired. She decided to go out. Qué flojera. Bueno, ustedes pueden. You can do it, guys, because you're young. Ya ahorita no medio dormidos, pero sí, sí está bueno, teacher. But really, I mean, the energy is like draining each year. So, I mean, when you maybe right now because of the pandemic and that thing, you discover the thing that is how comfortable it is to spend a weekend in your house. I mean, like just watching movies or doing another activity. Yes, that well, when you grow older, it becomes worse. Contrast. Oh, yeah, however, sorry. We have, however, contrast. He was feeling very ill. However, he went to school. Don't do that, guys. Not a pandemic, okay? But before, before this, even when we had a flu or we had a cold, uh, nothing. However, I go to school. Si no les pasaba, de que nos íbamos ahí con los mocos colgando, malamente, ¿no? Y ahí hacíamos un contagiadero a todos los chamacos de la escuela. I mean, in the university, I studied the university as you. And I remember that somebody catch a cold or somebody had the flu and okay, you can go to school. Nothing happens. Okay. However, everybody went to school and it was really contagious. I mean, también todo el mundo todo el salón se contagiaba. Uno se resfriaba y al rato todos estábamos resfriados. And I think it happened before. I think you remember maybe in high school or grade. I mean, the last few years. But yes, okay, we use however. I mean, the main thing is here that we use however to contrast an idea too, okay? He was feeling really ill. I mean, he should have stayed home, but however, he went to school. Guys, ya se me va a acabar. Okay, the video, I think we will watch it. No, I'm going to add the video to the platform. Oh, I'm going to upload the link so you can watch it and you will do this as homework. It's a live worksheet. It is really stop at it. There's a lot of examples. And you can email to me, please. Ahí en la plataforma nada más le dan a entregar, ¿ok? When you email the form.
¿Cómo se lo mandamos por email y en la plataforma qué?
Se los voy a subir de todas maneras a la plataforma y ya nada más le dan a entregar.
Está bien.
Ajá, yo lo voy a checar en mi correo y en la plataforma. Ok, guys, ¿nadie más llegó? ¿No llegó a Mayrani? ¿Quién más me faltó? Ahí se me va a cortar. Fernando, a Mayrani, Kevin, Fátima, ¿no? Bueno, ni modo, chicos. See you next Wednesday.